On Escape to the Country, we aim to present our buyers with the very best their money can buy.
I wouldn't have dreamed I could have something like this.
Well,
It's
you
beautiful.
could, and you might.
We'll show them things they want.
Sorry.
Oh, Jan!
It's just stunning.
And even things they didn't know they wanted.
Definitely room for
There's
chickens.
room for bees, room for chickens.
You could have
room for
donkeys.
dogs. No, don't tell me that, because it will happen.
All the while helping to unlock a whole new way of life.
Do you want to go and have another look around?
Oh, yes, please.
I mean, where are the papers? Just sign them now.
Today, we're in a corner of Wales where lush, verdant vistas meet rugged coastal cliffs and long stretches of golden sand beaches.
Quick maths. Beautiful countryside plus some of the most spectacular coastlines in the world equals Southwest Wales. Fact. Another fun fact for you is that the plus and equal signs were introduced in the 1500s by mathematician Robert Record, who not only was a bit of a clever clogs, but also was born here. And as for the minus sign, well, I have absolutely nothing negative to say about this beautiful part of the country.
On our house hunting adventure, we'll be exploring the county of Pembrokeshire and also the neighbouring counties of Ceredigion and Carmarthenshire.
It's amazing community spirit in South West Wales, especially Pembrokeshire actually. And there's also so much going on. There's something for everyone.
This glorious pocket of southwest Wales is home to many award-winning beaches, known for their cleanliness and clear blue waters. Inland isn't bad either. Historic towns and villages give insight into the region's rich heritage, with striking castles and medieval monuments which attract millions of visitors. Though they wouldn't fit into the UK's smallest city, St David's, all at the same time.
Most people who come on Escape to the Country do so because they're after a change. And changes come in all shapes and sizes. But if, like today's buyer, you were born and have lived in the same home for over 60 years, any change is going to be a big one.
Yes, you heard me right. Retired social worker Jan has lived in her current home in Leamington Spa nearly all her life and has decided it's high time for a new start in the country.
I've raised my 3 children here. In fact, my youngest son was born here too. They've all grown up, moved away, got their own families. So I think it's the right time. It's now or never, because I'm getting a bit older. And I think if I don't do it, I'll always regret it.
Animal lover Jan is looking to make the 200-mile move along with her menagerie of pets, including exotic birds, hens, and much, much more.
My ideal escape is a little cottage in the country near the sea with a huge garden with space for Bruno, my chickens and my bees. That would be my ideal. Hello, Bruno.
So my dog takes up a lot of time, and having the space to let him off and big garden to run around in and country walks rather than having to drive somewhere nice to walk in. My bees, they're in someone else's garden because my garden isn't big enough, so I have to travel. So it'd be nice to have them at my own place.
For some support with the search, she's bringing along friend of 20 years, Di.
Why have you chosen me to come with you, Dan?
Because you're my best friend, Di.
Aww.
You're my ukulele
Thank
buddy,
you.
you're my belly dance buddy, and I trust you to be the sensible one.
Okay.
Because you know, I will just want to look at the garden and see if it's a big garden, and I'll forget about looking at the house.
Yes. I'll make sure it's got a kitchen for you.
Yeah, and a toilet.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jan has a budget of £280,000 and is looking for a 2-bedroomed, characterful property within a rural village community. She'd ideally like 2 reception rooms plus a large, secure garden with space to house her beehives and her chickens. So Jan isn't just moving house, she's moving away from her family, from her friends, from the home she's lived in pretty much her entire life. And I just think it's so brave, and I have such genuine admiration for her because this is a big deal. Our Welsh search begins in the pretty village of Llangwm. The village sits beside the River Clydau estuary, which was voted as one of the best places to live in a 2021 survey. Enveloped by gorgeous countryside, it's also within easy reach of Pembrokeshire's spectacular coast. But before we head there, I'm meeting up with Jan and Di a few miles further up the estuary to find out more about this big move. Now, Jan, I was going to ask you, why do you want to move to this region? But I mean, don't really need to, do I?
It's breathtaking, isn't it? It's just so wonderful.
Absolutely gorgeous. Now, I think you're really brave what you're doing, because you've lived in Leamington Spa your whole life, pretty much.
Yeah.
Lived in the same house pretty much your whole life.
Well, 63 years. Born there, born in that house.
Gosh. So, why are you moving to Pembrokeshire?
I think I've always wanted to live in the countryside. I don't know why, because I was born in the middle of a town, but my mum was Welsh and her family lived in Wales. We used to have family holidays in Wales and they were in a beautiful rural setting. And I've just got such vivid memories. I loved it. And I think all my life I've had this hankering. And now I'm retired, I've been sort of mulling it over for a few years and thought, well, there's no reason why I can't do this and actually have the lifestyle and the life that I want. There's nothing stopping me except my own mind.
So this is it, this feels like the moment.
It does, and I think I've got one more big adventure left in me. Though this is probably not a big adventure for most people, it is for me, it's huge.
It is a big adventure, it is huge. And Di, how are you feeling about your friend moving all the way here?
I'm very excited about holidays in Pembrokeshire. It is absolutely gorgeous. But no, I will miss Jan. That's fine. She needs to do what she needs to do. And she's always talked about the opportunity and, you know, the thought of moving to the country. So I think she's really brave.
Well, we've got so much to see and do. Are you ready?
Oh, more than ready.
Yeah. Oh, let's go. In the heart of Llangwm village, our first property is this pretty double-fronted stone cottage. It's a big moment for Jan, so eyes down for a big reveal. Now, I know you're excited. And I'm very excited too. I feel very privileged that I'm about to show you the first house that you could possibly buy. So, go on, have a look. Here we are.
Oh, that is pretty.
It is really
That
pretty.
is really pretty. Fabulous. I'm really excited. I just want to go in.
What about you, Di?
I think it's lovely. I love a house with a sort of a double front. That's so pretty.
I can feel the excitement fizzing. Look at you. You're like, ready? Should we go in? Yeah, okay. For the first house Jan has ever viewed in person, we're off to a pretty good start. This property dates back to the 18th century and a new extension was added in the 1970s. We're starting our tour in one of 2 living rooms in the original part of the house. Come on in.
Oh, this is lovely. Look, I know. The walls and the beams. It's just
beautiful.
stunning.
The things they've got are all things I've got.
Are they?
It's like sort of being at home in a way. Though my
wow.
house is nothing like this, but all the things they've got are very much in keeping with the sort of things I have in my house.
Well, it helps you visualise it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, with your things
your
in it,
things in.
actually.
These 2 spaces here were the original window and back door of the cottage.
Right.
So it was
they've
extended.
had an extension.
But yeah, isn't that lovely that you've still got those there?
Yes.
And you can see how thick the walls are.
Yeah.
And you've got the study through there, which shuts off and you could use for the birds maybe.
That would be ideal, yeah.
So maybe you would come here just to relax in the evening,
Yeah.
chill out a little bit, and then maybe in the daytime you might spend more time down here.
Oh,
into this other living area,
Wow,
which is obviously a newer part of the building.
this is lovely.
Check out the high ceilings.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, I could put my ukuleles where it's got this guitar.
They've got banjos too.
Yes.
And, amazingly, there's a ukulele group in the village.
You're joking?
I'm not even joking.
Oh my God.
Is there another house available?
Well, when you stay, just bring your ukulele, all right? That's amazing.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
There are also other beekeepers in the village.
Really?
There are, yes.
Oh, that's useful to know.
There you go. So there's a lot of, hopefully, some familiarity. Like-minded people.
Yeah, yeah.
Should we head through to the kitchen?
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
It's quite a good size, isn't it?
Nice to have
But
space
you've
to have
got
a
somewhere-
table.
Which is what I like,
Yeah.
because I like to sit in the kitchen and have my cup of tea. Look, I could sit and look over my garden
Stop, Jack, you are sneaky.
from the... Yeah, it's fabulous.
But it's south-facing, so you get the sun
Oh, wow.
coming in.
I love it.
It'd be very easy to bring your personality to it.
No, a lot of it is already my personality, which is really bizarre.
Well, I'd say, you know, your first ever house tour is going pretty well.
Oh, I'd say more than pretty well. It's amazing.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Well-
I can't actually believe it.
Halfway up the stairs, there's a modern family shower room. And then, at the top of the other half, a good-sized double bedroom in use as a dressing room, as well as a rather quirky main suite. It's got a little reading nook.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that is
Isn't it gorgeous?
Great.
so cute.
Isn't that good?
I like that. I do like that a lot. Room for a dog bed, Jan.
It could be the cat space.
It could be the cat space.
They like to be away from the dog.
This is the main bedroom.
Oh, this is a good size.
Very cosy and relaxing.
It is.
Inside seems to be hitting the spot, but I know for Jan, the outside space is just as, if not more, important. Come on out.
Look. Oh, look at the view, Di.
Just look at that
Look.
view.
That is lovely.
Isn't
That's
that amazing?
stunning.
Oh, this, look at the decking. It's gorgeous. More Buddhas.
More Buddhas. There's Buddhas everywhere. The decked terrace area leads down to a lawned garden which backs onto unspoilt Pembrokeshire countryside. You know, you want Pembrokeshire,
You've got it.
you've got it.
It's there.
Fabulous. It's lovely.
Straight out your back door.
Yeah.
Have you got an idea of what it might be on the market for?
I'm going to be guided by my budget and say £250,000.
I'll go a little bit higher, £260,000.
Okay, well, Di, you're bang on the money pretty much. This property is on the market for offers in excess of £260,000.
Wow,
There you go.
that is a good price, actually. It is.
At offers over £260,000, this lovely semi-detached period property has 3 reception rooms, 2 double bedrooms and a gorgeous garden with countryside views all around. It's also in a great community, just a few minutes walk from the village centre.
From the outside, I just love the look of the house. It's so pretty and it's quirky and it's very much like my style inside. And I didn't realise how important that would be. I thought it was all about the outside.
Moving to somewhere like this would make me feel happier for Jan. It would give me a bit of a reassurance that this is somewhere that she could be happy and would find company and friendship.
I think it's an amazing start. I mean, it will take some topping. Although there's bits and pieces, they're not perfect. I mean, it's nearly there. It's still in contention, I have to say.
The town of Pembroke, not surprisingly in Pembrokeshire, is perfectly located to access those world-renowned beaches the region is famous for. And, given its lively community, it's a great place for Jan and Di to explore.
Pembroke's a great place to live. It's such a unique town. We've got a great location with the Mill Pond and the Castle Pond that flows into Pembroke River. Pembroke's a very social place. Lots of people know each other, especially here on the main street.
People come to Pembroke for the castle and its surrounding history, but they're always nicely surprised by what the rest of the town has to offer. There's a lovely laid-back community.
On the high street, old meets new, as the town's historic buildings now house modern shops, cafes and pubs. Pembroke's medieval castle dominates the landscape and attracts year-round tourism. I know how important it will be for Jan to integrate into local life, so we've arranged for her and Di to meet Sam Booth, who made the big move across the country himself nearly 10 years ago and now runs a community project in the town.
We are at Pembroke Castle Pond, which is down underneath Pembroke Castle. Once upon a time, this would have been fully tidal and this would have actually been the main dock.
So tell us a little bit about your business.
So we're a community interest company focused on training young people in Pembrokeshire. We use the rowboat site as a place for giving work experience and placements to local young people.
Brilliant.
Why is South West Wales the perfect place to escape to?
Everyone's really relaxed and chilled out and friendly about everything. And it's just absolutely stunning wherever you go. We moved down here about 9-10 years ago ourselves.
Oh, right.
Never looked back. Everywhere you look, there's beautiful scenery, and particularly if you like being out and about,
Yeah.
it's the place to be.
And what better way to take in the beautiful scenery than from the water?
Wales in the sunshine, absolutely beautiful. Well, I think you could be very happy in Pembroke, Jan.
Well, I think I could be idyllically happy. It's so beautiful. It's a bit different to rowing on the river in Leamington Spa, isn't it? I could just row up and down here all day. I love it.
It's great to see Jan's already picturing herself here. Now we need to continue with our mission to find her a home. For our next property, we're staying in Pembrokeshire, but heading north to the village of Tegron. High up in the Preseli Mountains, Tegron is surrounded by glorious scenery. There's a pub and a village hall, which holds regular events for the community. The house we're here to see is right in the heart of the village.
Oh my word.
It's not all of that.
It's all of that.
You're joking.
I'm not joking.
Oh,
that's
wow.
lovely.
That is gorgeous. Can't believe that.
Cottage. That is lovely.
From looking at the outside, it's more than I could have dreamed of. I mean, obviously it depends on what's on the inside, but just looking at this, I wouldn't have dreamed I could have something like this.
Well,
It's
you
beautiful.
could, and you might.
Are we going to go inside?
Yes, we're going to go inside. Come on then.
Built in the 1800s, this traditional country cottage was extended in the 1970s. Our tour of it starts in the kitchen diner within the original part of the house.
Come on in.
Oh. Look at that. So you've got the modern part of the kitchen, and then you've got the old bit as well.
That's amazing. Oh,
This is just wonderful, isn't
Yes.
it?
I like
And
the
room for some other
floors
bits
as
of
well.
furniture as well.
There's so much room. I mean, look at the size
Yeah.
of that dresser.
Amazing.
The table.
Dog corner.
Sorry.
Oh, Jan!
I know, I saw the dog bowl.
Look.
It's just stunning. Oh, sorry.
I should have got my tissues. I didn't got tissue.
I've got a tissue.
Don't be sorry.
Oh, I can't believe this.
It is lovely.
I'm blown away by it. I'm absolutely blown. Oh, you're going to send me off again.
Oh, no, it's wonderful.
I'm blown away by it, really.
It's such an important thing, though, to have an emotional reaction
Yeah.
like that, because this is going to be your home.
I know, and just the thought of being in here is just, it's just lovely.
I knew this property was special, and I'm so happy that Jan feels it too.
So this could be your
Oh, this is
living
lovely.
room.
This is just an ideal size. This is about what I've got now, and that's
Yeah.
plenty big enough for
Yeah.
me. Because I don't need a big space, there's just me and the dog and his big bed, but yeah.
It is absolutely beautiful, but I think it depends on, again, if there's going to be room for birds and things at the moment. We've got
Yeah,
the
mustn't
dogs
forget
and the
birds.
cats sorted.
Wow.
We've got Jan sorted.
Yeah. Well,
I actually could see myself here. As much as I've seen so far, I just think it's fabulous. I just love it. it's just perfect. So far, it's perfect.
Fantastic, fantastic. That's what we love to hear. Well, I'm going to send you off to have a look around, and then I'll meet you outside shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She loves it, and she's not even seen outside yet.
Off the living room is a separate entrance hall leading to a downstairs bedroom and shower room in the extension.
Bedroom, Jan.
This is a good size.
And imagine the view, look.
Oh,
You've got-
wow, waking up, looking at that. That's fantastic. You'd be happy in here.
Very much so.
Yeah, so when I get old and doddery, you know, and I can't make it upstairs, well, here's my bedroom. There's my downstairs bathroom and shower room.
All on one level.
All on one level. I think I've moved in, Di.
Above the kitchen, there's a further double bedroom as well as a bathroom.
This is a cosy space.
Oh, look at that.
This is lovely.
Oh, I've got an ensuite.
Now that's handy.
Outside, a neat lawned garden sits next to the long driveway with a garage and another outbuilding.
So that's not your only bit of garden.
Oh,
Do you?
oh, wow. This is it. Look at it.
I can't
All
believe
this?
that.
All this.
That's brilliant.
Do so much with it, Di.
Well, there's definitely room for
There's
chickens.
room for bees, there's room for chickens.
You could have
room for
donkeys.
dogs. Now, don't tell me that, because it will happen.
This is just the most spectacular view.
It is
Yeah.
beautiful. There's just so much here. There's so much inside, so much outside. I better shut up because it's just making me go again. So go on, tell me I can't afford it now, Briony. Go on, do that to me.
So you really think I'm that mean?
No, not really.
Well, we'll see, shall we?
I'm very hopeful.
So go on, Di, you go first this time.
I'm thinking it's top end of budget this time, so I'll say £280,000.
Okay.
I'm going to go just a wee bit over the top of my budget and say £285,000.
Well, you'll be delighted to know that I'm not that mean. And it's on the market for offers in the region of £275,000.
Ooh, that's really interesting. Just lovely. It's sort of, I can make it work. I would want to make it work for me because I love it so much.
Okay. Do you want to go and have another look around?
Oh, yes, please.
Go on then.
Right, off you go.
I mean, where are the papers? Just sign them now.
For offers in the region of £275,000, this delightful country cottage has really captured Jan's heart. It comes with a spacious kitchen and dining area, a cosy living room, 2 bedrooms, and a garden with huge scope for Jan as well as her animals.
This life I've sort of been hoping for such a long time, I can actually see it coming to fruition here. And this may be only the second ever property I've viewed,
Yes.
but I think it's doing it for me, Di. I think it's going to be the one.
It's been a terrific day of house hunting, trying to find a new home to suit Jan and her animal aspirations. So Jan thought we should celebrate with a ukulele lesson. But I'm making no promises.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think I have natural skill, but...
I don't know, you're doing all right, better than I did on my first
really?
lesson. Yes.
Well, you're a very good teacher. So, going to get a little bit more serious now, because
Okay.
it's a big deal what you're doing. You're moving away from somewhere you've lived your entire life, from your friends, your family. This is huge. How are you feeling about it after being here today?
I mean, it is huge. It's quite terrifying, but getting less terrifying now I've been here. And I mean, if you look at this and all the beauty around us, it's making it so much easier to know that this is the right decision. If I leave it any later, it's going to be too late, and I'll always regret it. I'll always think, oh, just think what you could have had.
You got quite emotional in one of the houses today.
I did. That took me by surprise. It made me feel, gosh, I could be somewhere like this. I could be here, and it all made it start to get even more real. And you sort of begin to think this is big, but it's doable, and this might be it.
Other than lovely Di that you're leaving behind, is there anything that's making you think, oh, or are you a bit like, no, I'm ready, let's go?
I think, you know, I mean, I'm leaving my family, I'm leaving my children, my grandchildren, but I'd like to think that, like when I was a child, I made such wonderful memories going to visit my nan in Wales. So I'm hoping my grandchildren will come and visit me, and they'll have the same sort of experience that I've had and make these happy memories. They might not see me as often, but I'm hoping when they do, it'll be that much more fulfilling for them.
But also they'll see you happier, and you more fulfilled, and you enjoing your life, so...
Yeah, they'll see me in my proper environment.
Where you're meant to be.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
True nature's child.
True, yes, you are.
Born to be wild.
No.
Yeah, I won't go any further.
If you're tempted to make a move to this fabulous corner of Wales, you'll need to know the facts and figures bit, so pay attention. The average price of a detached house in Pembrokeshire comes in just shy of £333,000. However, you'll pay less over the border in Ceredigion, where the average is about £308,000. But Carmarthenshire is cheaper still, at about £291,000. And there's a variety of property on offer across the 3 counties. You'd get £50 change from £600,000 for this beautiful, traditional stone-built farmhouse. It has 3 bedrooms, a high-spec contemporary interior, a 1-bedroom annex, and a garden backing onto fields. If it's wow you're looking for, then how about this imposing 4-bedroom detached house on the banks of the Cleddau estuary? With water inside and out, it could be yours for around £900,000. Or, if you're searching for a short stay, how about going down the woods today to this holiday home on stilts? You can enjoy a private wood-fired hot tub, a swing, and for children, or childish grown-ups, its very own slide. Prices start at £795 a week for 4.
Well, we had a great time yesterday. I practically had to drag Jan away from that beautiful country cottage with the most amazing views. But it's the start of a new day, and I want to show Jan more of this fantastic region and the variety of properties it has to offer.
For our first stop of the day, we're on the Carmarthenshire side of its border with Ceredigion, in the residential hamlet of Llangeler. But just 2 miles away, on the banks of the River Nevern, a pint of milk and a paper can be bought in the village of Felindre, where there's also a pub and church.
So here's our next offering.
Oh, that is pretty. Oh, that's beautiful.
Bit of wisteria as well, Jan.
Oh gosh,
that's
yeah,
lovely.
Look at the door, Di. A lovely wooden door.
That is nice.
I'm finding every one of these really exciting. The whole thing is exciting. And maybe I need to rein it in because I think I get a bit...
No, don't rein it in. The excitement's wonderful. That's what we want. Do you want to go and have a look inside?
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Over 100 years old, this elegant-looking country cottage is our first detached offering. A modern extension was added in 1996 to form the now main entrance, just off the driveway. The current owners handcrafted an oak porch just last year, and that's where we're entering.
It's a really good sized kitchen.
It is.
In practical terms, this is a really good space. It might not have the same emotional sort of impact that that one yesterday did, because that did really. But thinking about it, being practical, this is probably a more practical kitchen for me and for my type of cooking. So, yeah, it's good. I like it. I've got my sensible head. See, I'm learning from Di. I've got my sensible head on.
We've got sensible Jan today, have we?
Yeah, we have. We have.
It is. It's a good space. It's a really nice open space.
Yeah. Space for Bruno to have his dinner.
Yeah.
As we know, that's the most important thing, the animals.
Off the kitchen is a spacious, open-plan living and dining room.
Oh, that's a nice lounge.
Then you've got this
That's
lovely
nice.
space here.
Yeah.
Maybe your birds could go in here.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
And then it's about whether I can shut the cats out of here when I go out. You could actually put a wall in or doors in or use dividers or whatever, you know, just to, if I needed to block it off at all.
It almost feels like a blank canvas, really. But I can see Jan here with all her bits and bobs and ukuleles on the wall and things like that.
Upstairs, there's a modern family bathroom, a good-sized double bedroom, and another double bedroom with dual aspect.
It's a really good size. Do you know what? I mean, this has got bigger wardrobe space. I think I'd have this one. I mean, I can see a family's living in this house at the moment, but it's a really practical house. I'm sort of trying to work out the downstairs space, you know, the birds and the cats.
Yeah.
It might be about what the garden space has to offer. That might really be the decider, I think, in this house.
I think we're seeing a different side to Jan today. Yesterday was quite emotional. She was really feeling every house we went into, whereas today it seems to have gotten a little bit more serious, like reality's sinking in, and this could be a very practical option for her.
The property stands on around 1/8 of an acre of land, comprising a gravel driveway to the side and rear, a patch of lawn to the front, and a whopping great outbuilding.
Oh, God, look at this. It's huge.
I know you said you wanted to keep your birds inside, but this would make the most amazing aviary. You could have far more than
That's true.
an African grey.
I'd never find him, though, because if I let him out, where did I put that cage? This is an amazing space, though.
Fantastic.
There's a lot on offer here, and I think it might just be working for Jan.
So you've had a chance to explore the rest of the property.
Yeah, it's really nice inside. Although it's not got the wow, it's more practical, but I can make it work.
And what about the outdoor space?
Whether I can figure it out for a way that will suit the animals or not, that would take a bit more imagination, I think.
Well, let's talk money.
Oh, no,
Here we go.
It's got to be near the top of my budget. I'm going to say about 270,000 pounds.
Okay, Di?
And that was what I was thinking as well, actually, £270,000.
Well, you're bang on. That's exactly what it's on the market for.
Yay!
You're getting good at this.
We are.
At £270,000, this detached country cottage has a spacious kitchen, open-plan living and dining, 2 double bedrooms, and a sizable garden with a pretty hefty outbuilding.
It's not ruled out, I'll say that. But it would take a lot more imagination, I think. For me, if it's just me, I could make it work, but the dog space, the chicken space, the bee space, how I could configure that, that's the tricky bit.
For our mystery house, we're stepping away from village life and heading to the Ceredigion town of Llandyssil. Before we get to the property itself, we're stopping off so Jan can properly take in the surroundings and I can explain our mystery house thinking.
So what I want you to do with this one is understand that we're looking at the community as well as the property itself, because that is a big part of it.
It's something we've talked about, isn't it?
I talked about it not long ago, but I've actually come to realise that while these little tiny villages are lovely, but I actually do need a sense of community, because I may well need some support, because I am on my own. Place I can go, you know, and things I can do and join in with.
Just getting to know the local area and being somewhere with a little bit more going on might be good, might help you to settle in and make friends.
I think you're right, yeah.
When you're on your own, to be able to walk to a coffee shop, to go to the local shop, have a chat with people, you know, there's more groups going on, there's more activities that you can get involved in.
Yeah.
So it's just something else to think about while we're here.
And it is important, I've realised.
It is. And we want to show you the full range.
That's great.
So we're going to keep an open mind?
I am going to keep an open mind. I have broadened my horizon.
I really believe Llandyssil could offer Jan a lot, perhaps even more than she asked for. She'd have all the usual things a town provides, plus the surrounding countryside on tap. So it's a tick for the mystery location. Let's hope for another one at the mystery house.
Oh, that's pretty. They're so pretty, aren't they, these Welsh houses?
They are,
aren't they
but this is
gorgeous?
very different as well, isn't it?
is,
To what we've
'cause
seen
it's-
before.
Yeah.
So for the fourth and final time with me, should we go and have a look inside?
Oh, yes, please, Briony. Let's do it.
This detached cottage is believed to be over 100 years old. The current owners have given the interior a contemporary makeover while still retaining its period charm. We're heading in through the side entrance and down the hallway, which takes us straight through to the kitchen.
Come on through.
Oh, Jan,
Oh,
I
this
do
is
like
lovely.
this.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's very nice. Oh, look.
and it's all
Got a little
compartmentised.
dining. Yeah. Oh, and you've got Buddha.
I noticed that as well.
Yeah.
Jan will like that. Jan will like that.
It's a sign.
This is a lovely little kitchen.
It
It's got
is.
a real sort of country cottage feel to it.
Yeah. I do like it. I mean, I'm not getting the sort of, you know, the cheerful wow like that. That one was just, it was so unexpected, I think, and it was early days.
And you said we've got practical Jan
We've
today.
got practical Jan today, yeah, so I'm trying to balance. But I do love this kitchen.
And through here. So this absolutely beautiful
Oh, it's stunning.
living space.
Look at that fireplace. It's beautiful.
The beams as well.
Yeah. It's just a lovely space, plenty big enough for me. Get all my furniture in here. I love it. I just love that. It's just such a feature, isn't it? It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's lovely, but I'm just keen to go and explore what else there is.
Well, there's so much more to take in, so I'm sending Jan and Di to look around at their leisure. Upstairs, they'll find a bright, dual-aspect double bedroom, a smaller room in use as a gym, and the largest of the 3 bedrooms.
I do like the exposed
Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
stone
I like the way they
wall as well.
exposed that brick.
Jan, this is really nice.
It is beautiful. It's really odd because on paper this is nothing at all that I sort of asked for in a way. It's in a town, but it's working somehow. It's immaculate, absolutely stunning.
There's still another wing to explore, as a study off the kitchen leads to a second staircase, which gives access to an elevated garden at the rear.
Oh wow, it's 2 staircases. That's unusual.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a laundry room.
Oh, this is a handy space, isn't it?
Oh, that's cool.
Outside, there's a spacious patio and a tiered lawned garden with views across the neighbouring hills and forest.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my word.
What?
This was unexpected.
I thought the whole mystery thing was it doesn't have a garden.
Oh, I wouldn't do that to you, Jan.
This is just
Oh,
gorgeous.
it's lovely.
Your face, Jan, is a picture.
I'm absolutely stunned. We're in the middle of a town. Look at the views over there, Di.
I mean, they're spectacular, aren't they?
So just to bring you back down to earth with a thump,
Yeah,
we need to
here
talk
we go.
about the price. It's Di's turn to go first.
Right. I'm going to say it's top of budget. I'm thinking £280,000.
Okay.
I think it's got to be over. I'm not going to go hugely over.
Okay.
I think it's 285.
285.
£285,000.
It's actually on the market for £250,000.
No.
Yes.
Oh my word, Jan.
Oh, now you've done it, haven't you?
There's a small but. It's been on the market for only a week.
Yeah.
They've had viewings, they've already had an offer, which they haven't accepted. This is a gem, it's going to get snapped up.
So I need to.
I know there's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if this might be the house for you,
Yeah.
I need to act quickly.
you need to act quite quickly.
Yeah.
Comfortably under budget at offers in the region of £250,000, this impressive detached cottage, a 5-minute walk from the town centre, has a modern country kitchen, 3 bedrooms and a beautiful garden with views across the Ceredigion countryside and beyond.
The fact that this is in a town or on the edge of a town, I think is reassuring for me. Jan's got all sorts of facilities just on the doorstep. She's just got to pop down the road.
I'd never have looked at this house. I wouldn't have looked at a town, and now I can see that I need to sort of not be so specific, because you can find what you want in the place you never dreamed it would be.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Even more to think about?
Oh, yes, a heck of a lot more to think about.
Yeah. Well, let's go and find somewhere nice to sit down and have a little chat and a mull over it.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
So, beginning of the week, you hadn't viewed a single property.
No.
Here we are, you've seen 4. I'm getting the sense that you're feeling quite almost overwhelmed.
Yeah, I think you're right, Brian. It's been fantastic, but it's given me so much to think about, because what I've asked for has changed to what I asked for in the first place. Maybe I don't need to be stuck out in a village. You've just shown me the most beautiful house with a beautiful garden in the middle of a town. You made me realise that I do need to make sure that there is that community and there is that support, and I'm not too alone.
I think with the mystery house, it was walking in and thinking that this was probably going to be top of budget, or even potentially
Over
not
budget.
Affordable.
Yeah, you don't want to get your hopes up too high, you know what I mean? But it's a beautiful house. It's looking favourite at the moment, I have to say. Although I'm still thinking about house number 2 as well, because that did have a lot going for it. I'm torn, put it that way.
What happens next?
Well, I'm going to have to sit down and really seriously weigh them up. I'd love to come and do some more viewings on each of them. I think I might just have to make an offer, because I don't want something to sneak away and get away.
Oh, I just want to wish you all the best, because
Thank you.
it's been a joy, and I'm really excited for your adventure.
Thank you, thank you, Briony.
I think what's impressed me most this week is the ease and enthusiasm with which Jan has approached her new house search. Before this, she'd never viewed a single property in her whole life, but you wouldn't have known it. And I'm thrilled that she's been taken by not 1, but 2 of our houses. And with any luck, with all going well, she might be calling one of them her second ever home. Isn't that great? I'll see you next time.
After much consideration, Jan decided the mystery house wasn't the one for her, but I am delighted to report that she did make an offer on that charming cottage with its incredible garden in Tegron. And her offer was accepted. I'm sure she and all her animals will be very happy there. If you would like to escape to the country in Wales, England, Northern Ireland or Scotland and need our help, why not apply online at bbc.co.uk/take part.